there, superstars. Are you feeling more anxious lately? Are you getting the racing thoughts, the sweaty palms, having trouble sleeping? Well, you're not alone, especially with this global pandemic. So many people I talk to are really struggling with anxiety. And I was thinking, I often talk about, all the different tools for anxiety, creating your own toolbox, putting the pieces together. And I thought, why don't we actually do that on this video? Why don't we talk about it, what it looks like to have an anxiety toolbox? So I put together in this toolbox, and I talked about it a little bit on one of my lives, some of my favorite things to help you control anxiety. Now, some things we can't put in a box, things like the 4-7-8 breath, which if you remember is simply breathing in for 4, holding it for 7, and then exhaling for 8. And you always want to make the exhale longer than the inhale when we're dealing with anxiety. So the 4-7-8 breath is great. We can try it right now if you want. You can sit in a comfortable position, maybe put both feet flat on the ground, and then inhale, hold it for 7, and then open your mouth and exhale, counting to 8. It's really hard to do while you talk at the same time, so hopefully you caught that. But the 4-7-8 breath is super helpful, something you can do anywhere you are. Then there is something called tapping, which helps, and basically you're opening up the different energy channels as you tap on certain places around your face, your body, and your neck, even lower body as well. But tapping is a way to make anxiety actionable, where we're getting it out of our system and we're not just letting it all stay up here in our thoughts. So tapping maybe throughout the day, if you're truly getting anxious, is something you can do as well. But now, to open up this toolbox, let's talk about what's in there. These are a few of my favorite things when it comes to anxiety. We'll start with these patches. These are aromatherapy patches. I love aromatherapy for anxiety because smell helps to instantly calm the nervous system down. It goes and works on the limbic system, which really regulates our stress response and helps us when it comes to releasing dopamine. So the great thing about a patch is that you can peel it and you can literally put it on the back of your neck, you can put it on your shoulders, you can put it at the bottom of your feet, on your legs, wherever you're feeling anxious. So I'm sticking this one back here because I have a lot more neck and muscle tension, just given all of what we've been dealing with over the last few days. So I love these aromatherapy patches. I've talked about them before. And while we're on the topic of aromatherapy, I love essential oils. That's another way to help you gradually bring your anxiety levels down. And so you can take maybe just a drop or two, rub it on your wrist. You can also put this on the back of your neck. Lavender is one of my favorites when it comes to something for anxiety. There are others as well, including patchouli and vetiver. All of those can help calm the nervous system down. Now, there are things you can take as well. Magnesium is one of my favorite micronutrients that I like using for anxiety. Magnesium, we know, calms the nervous system down. It's important in so many different pathways, hormone pathways, but also in the pathway that regulates serotonin, which is our feel-good neurotransmitter. So taking, a couple of magnesium at night, or if you don't want to take the magnesium, you can do, I couldn't fit this in the box, but you can do a foot soak with Epsom salts. I love Epsom salts. This one is eucalyptus and spearmint, and you can just do a foot soak if you don't want to do a whole bath, 15 to 20 minutes, and it's something that helps you to bring anxiety down. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. CBD oil, again, something that really helps anxiety. So this is a topical CBD that you can again rub on areas of the body that might be a little bit inflamed or sore. So for example, again, going back to that neck, remember I have the patch on this side. I'm going to put a little bit of this topical CBD right here because it takes that inflammation down. But oral CBD will do it too. Taking maybe 15 milligrams at night of a CBD or a hemp oil helps to lower anxiety, and oftentimes it will help with sleep as well. So that's something else you could try. 2 more favorites in here. One is acupuncture. And I think I've shown you guys before these little disposable acupuncture needles. I love acupuncture. I'm trained as an acupuncturist and I love doing acupuncture, and I'll use it cosmetically. But this is so easy. Look how tiny these needles are. You can pop them out of the little disposable holder. I'm going to show you how clearly and how quickly I can do this, and it doesn't hurt. You literally just tap it in and boom, you have an acupuncture needle in. And what it does, they're needles can be used all over the face, they can be used all over different parts of the body, but the pathway of meridians and acupuncture points works together, and it helps calm cortisol down and helps bring those stress hormones down and helps to lower anxiety. So when I'm anxious, I'll do a treatment maybe on the forehead, on the top of the top of my head, on my arms, my lower feet, to create a circuit of energy that's going to calm me down, promote relaxation, and promote sleep. Okay, I'm sure you're tired of looking at me with these on. See how easy that was? But usually you leave them in for about 15 to 20 minutes. All right, there's some bigger acupuncture needles, just so you know the difference. These are used on the body. These are a little bit bigger, but again, same thing. You keep them in for about 15 to 20 minutes, and you create that circuit of energy that helps to lower anxiety. And last but certainly not least is tea. I love tea. These are tea crystals that you can add directly to water with some different calming herbs. This one actually has reishi in it, along with goji berries and monk fruit, just to help calm the nervous system down. And I love sipping on tea throughout the day. It just helps me to relax and brings my nervous system back into balance. So again, when I talk about a toolbox, I'm being serious. I want you to build a box of stuff that you can go to, because when we're in the midst of being anxious, or we're in the midst of being upset about something, it's very hard to remember, like, oh, what was I supposed to do? And so if you have all of this stuff in here ready to go, then you know what to do when that anxiety sets in. And if you're still struggling with anxiety, of course, talk to your doctor, because there are medications, there are other things. But before we get to medications, there are many things we can do on a day-to-day basis that help us to manage anxiety. Now, I know this is a tough time. Many of you are struggling with everything that we've been through over the last few months, and anxiety is at an all-time high. But build your anxiety toolbox, build your community, build connection. It's the 3 C's: coherence, connection, and also compassion, that help us to cope and help us to move forward when we deal with trauma. So thinking about all of you, stay healthy, stay well, stay super powered, and I will talk to you soon.